I'm live, all good. Yep, live. Okay, so hello everyone, this is Wing 2029, and I'm just doing a random live stream because recently there was certain figures that came out in the Toy Fair, or Toy Fair 2017. We have some new figures, we had Transformers, The Last Night reveals, as well as Titans Return, and I'm going to go ahead and talk about them just on a random stream. And if you've just joined me here, you can participate in the discussion of the comments down below, or if you can check out the links down below, which I'm going to be talking about. So anyway, let's get this started. I'm going to got some images here. I'm going to screen share. Activate the screen share. Yep. All right, screen shared. Just had one viewer and he just decided to go away. So right now I'm on TFW 2005. Got a bunch of figures revealed, including this one here. So let's go ahead and talk about them. We got a couple images. Yeah, if it loads up. Transformers The Last Night. We got prop squeaks here, and also it's got like who's going to be in the next film: Mark Wahlberg, Michael Bay, Mr. Bay, explosions. Laura Haddock, Haddock. I can't pronounce the name. Anthony Hopkins, Isabel Lona, and I think that's the producer down at below, which is he's not Steven Spielberg, which is strange. We got squeaks. I don't think this is a prop from the movie. Wait, it could be. I think it's just made for the Toy Fair and made likeness of the prop, and it's just there for display, I think. It's got this guy who's just taking a picture. But yeah, so we got a couple figures displayed here. I want to go through them and talk about them. Got The Last Night Optimus Prime. Before I talk about him, I'm gonna get on the YouTube side of my iPad and just have a look how it is going. Subscriptions. Just give me a moment here. Also, YouTube's UI for setting up a stream is just so confusing. It's just really annoying. So there's the stream. Oh, we got comments already. When do you think we're going to see the other figures from Split? I hope I'm saying your name right, but I think possibly either probably a couple weeks we're going to see the other figures like Onslaught, Wreck-Gar, Hot Rod. I'm really interested to see about Hot Rod, Wreck-Gar. We don't even know if Wreck-Gar's in the movie yet, but maybe it could be that junk truck or the junker. But Hot Rod, I'm really interested to see. I hope he's not a repaint of Lockdown, which if it is, I will be extremely disappointed. But anyway, we got this really nice Optimus Prime, and I'm having a look at the stream at the moment. It's running fine on my iPad, so we're all good. So we got this really cool Optimus Prime here, and I really love the colors here, like especially the sword and the shield. They look awesome. Now I know this essentially is just the leader class Optimus Prime, but repainted slightly. But I love the colors of this. It's really, really special, and also does away with the chrome, which okay, in Age of Extinction they had like a lot of chrome, which I mean I like chrome, but I'm not huge a fan of it. It just like flakes away. It just turns into crap in like so many years that you have it, that it just, I mean, I know because I have Buster Prime and also the leader class Optimus Prime as well. So it's one of the main reasons why I didn't buy leader class Age of Extinction Grimlock. I think the leader class was like the one with the chrome all over his head and all over its back. It just didn't really appeal to me. I mean, I know people bought that for like size class and everything, but I just didn't buy it. And also that Megatron artwork right here is just cool. I love that artwork on the box. I'll talk about him later. Let's see, we got Grimlock, we got the new Age of Extinction, I mean, not Age of Extinction, the Last Night Grimlock. Kind of like it is a more movie accurate color scheme. Well, he kind of is. I know in the movie he's a lot more this kind of dark gunmetal gray in the movie, but I have to say I'm not really sure if I really want to pick this up. I mean, he is in movie accurate colors, but I don't know if I really want to buy him necessarily, just because he's in accurate colors. But that's not the last of the repaints of the Dinobots. We got Slug or Slag. I mean, I know Slag is like inoffensive in other countries, that's why he's called Slug, but he has this kind of dark, it is like this light blue and really gold. I mean, I guess it, I mean, he looks all right, but I don't know if this is really movie accurate colors. I mean, probably is, but I probably need to watch Age of Extinction again. I mean, I think I only saw it. I think I saw it like about. I think I saw it twice in cinemas. I think with my friend and my family members, but outside of it, I think I only saw it once when it actually came out on DVD. So I might need to watch it again just to have a look at the Dinobots again. But Slug is just, I don't know about Slug. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, we got another comment. Yeah, it sucks that the prices went up basically $100 just for 2 figures. That's essentially what it is in Australia. In Australia, for 2 deluxes is like about $40, which is absurd. Like if you want to get say like Titans Returns, Trigger Happy, and let's just say Hot Rod, for example, it costs like about $40 or $45 here in Australia, which is absolutely absurd. And it's particularly in Australia, deluxes cost about $25 or $26 sometimes. So that's absurd. Also, God, basically $100 for 2 deluxes. That for 2 figures, that's just insane to hear. Hope you get Alita Dragonstorm. I agree too. I hope I'm saying your name right, but I hope so too. I haven't even got the Dragonstorm yet. I'll talk about him, but apparently that guy's an Autobot. Apparently. So here we got Slash. Yeah, Slash. I almost forgot his name there. We saw this. He's basically a repaint of the Age of Extinction Slash. He's also painted in this aqua color scheme. Does this mean that Slash will possibly show up in the film? I don't know, but hope so. But I wasn't really particularly appealed by Slash in the movie, in the movie toy line. And I think he was based off a concept art from Age of Extinction. That's why they kind of made a toy about him. Because I saw like a concept art where you had all the other Dinobots and you got like these little raptor dinosaurs running about. So I guess that's why he's based off a toy. And there's Slash there. I think that's purple lights. He's not actually painted purple, which would be cool. Slash, I don't know about Slash either. I wasn't really thrilled about him in Age of Extinction. So we got Strafe again with this kind of bright color, aqua colors. And with Strafe, I think on Strafe he kind of works for a bit. He looks very pretty, and he has this kind of metallic. I said, "Oh, Strafe is very pretty. Maybe he's gonna have lipstick and look nice and look pretty, appealing to the fembots or the male bots if he's indeed confirmed a female character." But Strafe, maybe Strafe. I don't really know about any of the repainted Dinobots, to be honest. So that's just what I thought. Yeah, Strafe. And then we got our $2 knockoff Bumblebee. That's what I call him. He's $2 Bumblebee, because that's what you'll find at a discount store. That's honestly what I thought about him. He's $2 Bumblebee. Now, I have a theory about this. I think this Bumblebee will be in a 2-pack, or possibly something down the lines of a multiple pack. Maybe that's why he's painted like this. Maybe he's like a terrible repaint. Maybe we'll get Pack of Strafe. I'm not sure, but that would be the other reason why he's just horrible. And I get that the vehicle mode looks nice. But does it really justify the reason of getting him? For me, not really, because the robot mode just looks unpainted. It looks, again, a knockoff from a $2 store. But there is a Bumblebee that I'm definitely getting, which I'm going to show. Here we got other displayed figures. We got Voyager Prime, Crosshairs. We got the new Drift, which I want to talk about because I don't really like that figure. Berserker and Mr. Squeaks. Voyager Prime is all right. I'm kind of losing energy. I did have a coffee this morning, and it's kind of just impacting me. It's kind of just like slowing me down a bit. But Voyager Prime, don't like the baby blue shield. That's what people used to call this kind of color. It's like baby blue plastic. That's what people used to describe the first movie. Oh my god, I'm trying to remember. Is it Landmine? Yeah, Landmine. I think that's what people used to describe Landmine. He had baby blue color scheme, and it's just horribly put on the figure. So that's what it reminds me of. But I think they did a decent job with Voyager Prime, and apparently the backpack is it's like compressed far enough. It's not really major, like it doesn't really major ruin the toy, but it's apparently that's compressed. And also there's a Nemesis Prime review floating on YouTube at the moment, which I have not seen, but apparently it's reviewed by a little kid, and he pretty much shows up the backpack and everything. So Voyager Prime, I might get him if there's no Leader Prime yet. I mean, it probably might be, because that Leader Prime that I just showed you before. So I get this Bumblebee. I think this is the Bumblebee I'll be talking about later. And we got Crosshairs. Now, Crosshairs, I think he's next. A little bit more of the vehicle mode. Prime, that Bumblebee. Crosshairs has a much more accurate vehicle mode in terms of the movie. I think that's how he looked in Age of Extinction. I can't remember, because it's been... I haven't seen Age of Extinction. I'm just repeating myself. But Crosshairs, not a big fan of the mold, but maybe I'll get him and repaint him up, because he doesn't have a lot of colors, and I think he might be a 2-pack, I think. That's why he's looked very bland. Prime, and then okay, about Drift. I just realized that Drift's colors, black and red, are pretty much just like Deadpool. Very much like Deadpool, but I do like the Mercedes vehicle mode. However, the robot mode, I do have the one from Age of Extinction here. And I'm just looking at this figure now. It does have the remolded chest. I think they might be just a fake chest. With this one, you can like flip out the fake chests and put it down when you transform him. But with this one, due to the way the molding looks, it doesn't look like that happens. Looks like it's just there underneath the vehicle mode. That's what it looks like, because there's a few remolded bits in this one. And looking at the vehicle mode, it looks like the front of the car folds away some way in the backpack. So I'm thinking that will be the case for this Drift. And also, I kind of wanted a little bit of a new mold for Drift, maybe a triple changing Drift that everybody wants. Apparently, that would be cool. But at the same time, I mean, I can't complain about the colors and the way this looks, but I'm not really a big fan of Drift in this look. So if that's your piece of cake, then you can buy it. But I'm probably not going to get it unless they make another Drift. So there we got on the shelf Drifts. So we got a little bit of Squeaks now. Squeaks. I'm liking Squeaks so far. You got a little, I like he turns into like a little moped and he's carrying a trailer with him, which is pretty rad. I think that's an actual real thing. I think mopeds do carry around a little trailer to store away luggage because there's no way to store luggage on that thing, because how are you supposed to carry a suitcase when you're driving a little motorcycle, which is pretty cool. And I have to give credit that it has the rust all over him, like in the movie, because he's very rusty and old and made by parts. From what the synopsis of the movie is, he's made by spare parts, apparently. But look at his robot mode. He looks adorable. Yeah, he's got some back kibble, but I think he's adorable. And also that trailer actually folds out into a base, like some sort of little base, like Prime's trailer from Generation 1, but just like with a little Squeaks robot. So I think Squeaks, I think he's like the BB-8 of Transformers, just with like a little trailer, and apparently has some, on the box side, he's apparently packing some weapons. So it'll be interesting to see what Squeaks does in the movie. I'm thinking he might be a BB-8 ripoff, but maybe he talks. I don't know. Maybe he'll just go beep boop in the movie. So I don't know. We got a little bit of Berserker here. Here's Drift and his packaging. Drift has a nice artwork to him, I have to say. Apparently these shelves are really dusty. And we got Berserker now. I do like Berserker. I want to pick up Berserker. Not just get one of him though, because I may want to use him to build an army of Berserkers. Maybe make one like the definitive crankcase. Maybe make one the definitive Berserker, and may also make a custom crowbar. I think, yeah, crowbar. And make like an army of different dreads, make him different color schemes, and make him totally different, make him like a unit instead of just like one guy. And also the movie accurate weapons are also good. We'd like to have, I'm stuttering a little bit, but we'd like to see some like more guns to him, maybe give him like a gun. But I think this might interact with the Dark of the Moon one, I think. Because I did paint up the Dark of the Moon version with like some silver to give him some silver highlights. Just having a look at my shelf now. I can see him over there. It's right next to Revenge of the Fallen Scorponok. Even like the guns painted like a little silver highlights and details. That's what I did. And there's $2 Bumblebee again. God damn, that's a horrible figure. Just go through these. I did briefly talk about these, and I didn't talk about slugs robot mode. Actually, the robot mode isn't quite bad, isn't half bad for a repaint. I mean, and I agree with, I kind of sort of agree with you, X-Split, again, if I'm saying your name right, but again, I'm not really sure about this color scheme. Maybe I'll give it time, it'll grow on me, but yeah, I'm not really sure. More about Grimlock's robot mode. I already talked about this. Talked about this awesome looking Prime. Yeah, mistransformed, but he has nicer colors. Is it? No, I'm stuttering again. Did Takara make this? Because it looks really well painted. Hope this is what we get. Now, these are the main stuff I want to talk about. All these cool ones. Megatron. Oh my god. Look at his jet mode. I don't know. Looking at his jet mode now, it kind of reminds me of a vehicle from a galaxy far, far away. I'm not talking about the X-Wing. I'm talking about like the pre-X-Wing, if you know what it is. But looks like the cockpit forms his fusion cannon, which in itself is really cool. And I just love the dark gray and the gold. Just really makes this figure shine. And also, it has some Cybertronian glyphs as well, which is Megatron in the first movie and the second movie had that, and really well done that they translate that to toy. Look at Hound's vehicle mode from a different angle. Not too bad, not too bad. I do like the detail on his tire and all the cross-off Decepticon symbols and the cross on the vehicle mode. I would like to see the windows maybe darken up with the black paint. I do agree with that. Looking nice, has the nice Mercedes logo. Really cool. There's Hound. I do like how Hound has a bit more of a beard. Again, I would like to see him painted up a bit more, but the wheels bug me, and I think he's compatible with Age of Extinction Hound's weapons, so that's also a plus. But Hound, not too bad, I have to say. Am I picking him up? Probably. And I'm definitely gonna like pen him up a little bit, maybe here in the harness and the grenades. But overall, just really, really cool. Do you like the Duck Dynasty beard, the redneck beard? I've always thought he was a redneck Hound for some reason. Now we got Scorn. Do you like with Scorn? Age of Extinction Scorn was probably one of my favorite Dinobots of that line. It's probably one of my favorite figures of the line. I mean, it's obviously my favorite was Invasion Mode Optimus Prime, and this one was probably a close second to me. So to see a Voyager, it's really cool that they made him a lot more accurate with like the spines on the back, and I do wish there was a little bit more detail though. He does seem to go back to the Age of Extinction color scheme with a little bit more of this kind of, I guess, grayish, or kind of almost looks like tan to me. I don't know, just the way, but Robot Mode looks cool. I do like the how they made it accurate. Yeah, the little dinosaur arms. Maybe you can take them off, but I'll hide them somewhere. But yeah, it does kind of bug me. But Scorn, I definitely want to pick up for this legendary warrior that I think needs more introduction to the Transformers series, like a little Spinosaurus Transformer. Okay, explain. I'll just call you X from now on. So here we got Steel Bane. I don't know if Steel Bane shows up in the movie. I don't know if he appears for like one bit or a cameo bit or even at the start of the movie, because considering the trailer with the Dragon Bot, which I'm going to talk about, because it's like in medieval times and that's where the Dragon Bot shows up. So I'm thinking this guy maybe appears near the start of the movie or in the medieval time bit, wherever that is in the movie. But looking at his robot, I just realized that he has chainmail armor, that chain steel armor. He looks very knightish. So I definitely think he's going to show up near the medieval time bit, which I definitely think is going to fit this character. But whatever this character shows up. Also, is he an Autobot, this guy? Steel Bane. Yeah, Steel Bane. I almost lost it. I think he's an Autobot. I don't know, just the way his color scheme and he just strikes me as an Autobot character. I don't know, maybe this guy is a Decepticon, but I think he's an Autobot. But yeah, the real design, his head's kind of tucked down a bit. You can't really see, but from this angle, you kind of see. So with Steel Bane, I definitely like his design. I definitely think he's worth picking up. Also, his sword is really detailed, which I didn't really notice the first time. And now I'm going to talk about two things here. We got the Masterpiece movie Bumblebee. I think will be just the definitive version of Bumblebee, and I want him. I just seriously want him. I think this is the movie. The movie Masterpiece Bumblebee is just like a replacement of the Human Alliance Bumblebee, I think, or the Human Alliance series, I think. And also, it's about time to introduce the movie series to the Masterpiece series, which is great. A+ for doing that, but that's not who I'm focusing on for this. I'm focusing on Megatron. There he is. There he is. But Megatron just looks phenomenal. Also, it's been years since we got like a leader class Megatron, like finally, because we didn't have one in Dark of the Moon. We only had a Voyager in Age of Extinction. We didn't have a Galvatron. We had a Voyager, and now finally we get a leader class Megatron. And does he look impressive? He looks awesome. Also, recently about this guy, about the leader class, he has a flip open face mask. It goes around like the mouth bit here, wherever you can see my pointing my mouse here, but looking where the figure or the outlining in the nose, I'm thinking it has to do something with the head flipping up in order for the mask to come out. Maybe the mask is spring loaded, or maybe it just works like Human Alliance Bumblebee where it like flips out. So maybe. And also, does he actually come with the firebolt? Does he actually come with that, or is it just an accessory for the toy fair? I don't know, but it'd be cool to have that as well. And also, really like the gold, the scratching, the worn out detail on him looks just amazing. Just a 10 out of 10 must buy. And you can see it from the side as well, like the firebolt that makes it look like he's firing off. Detail, and he has some detail on the chest, so I'm thinking the battle mask flips out. Do something with the head, so. I don't want to take up too much time talking about Megatron. Quickly talk about the Voyager. Jet mode just still looks impressive. That's the prototype we saw on Facebook. That's the one with the dragon feet are on the end of the wings, so I don't think he's. I'm somewhat happy but sad that he's not the Dragon Bot, because it doesn't really make much sense because the Dragon Bot was in the trailer like in medieval times, but also Megatron was possibly confirmed to be a jet, and now he is a jet. So and also I just realized a nice throwback to the first movie Megatron, because that one was a jet. This one looks much cooler of a jet. Voyager Megatron, this one is a lot darker, and he has a lot more red. That's like the early difference about this dude. But he still has some impressive detail. I don't think he has a flip-out mask, though. I think it's just the head. Also, I just confirmed that he does have the waist as well, so... Voyager Megatron, I would also pick this up. Both Megatrons have just amazed me. Just how awesome they look. They look impressive. As Starscream would say, they're so impressive. And again, Megatron. This is the back of his jet mode, which is a little bit of a mess, but he still looks great. And also, apparently he's confirmed to be a headmaster, so maybe a figure is going to store in the cockpit. Fingers crossed. But the wings do kind of fall back as well onto his back, forming like some sort of cape. Which is cool. Here's the back of Voyager Hound's vehicle. I think the weapons kind of form a turret. Here's a back kibble of Hounds. Scorn back there. Now we got Dragonstorm. Two things. One, the name Dragonstorm being like the movie universe's Predaking, but also, is Dragonstorm confirmed to be an Autobot? And I did see Michael or TFA 1024's post on YouTube saying that Megatron was an Autobot. So is that true? Is Dragonstorm an Autobot? You can kind of see here, like there's a little symbol there. I can't make it out. It looks very Decepticon-y from here, but I don't know. Maybe it's an Autobot symbol. I can't make it out from this packaging. So overall, I think, but does Dragonstorm? He doesn't really look like an Autobot character. It looks more like a Decepticon character. It looks evil with this color scheme. It looks deadly. Looks like he's about to rip someone's face off. To me, but Dragonstorm, I'm interesting to see whether we get like a leader class, a Voyager class, or something else. But I'm interested to know more about Dragonstorm's character. Also got the RC Squeaks, which I'm not really going to talk in depth about. I don't want to talk about the RC Squeaks. There's some more detail, the three-headed dragon, or King Ghidorah. Maybe it's the movie version of King Ghidorah from Godzilla. Of Gojira. Just really, really cool looking robot mode. Very, again, very Predaking-esque with the wings on the back and the spiked shoulders. Just very, very Predaking-esque. And that is a Decepticon symbol on the back. So I think he's a Decepticon. I think Dragonstorm is definitely a Decepticon. But yeah, I don't really need to talk about these. These are like the turbo changes or the Age of Extinction activators or one-step changes, whatever you call them nowadays. Yeah, they're okay. Megatron looks pretty good, I have to admit. And also I'll keep going. Hopefully they show it. Go through these images. I don't really need to see these. These figures transform. I don't really need to talk about these. Also, the voice changer helmets looks pretty cool, especially Megatron. Megatron looks scary. In that, also Squeaks. Legends figures. Gonna get Megatron, Crosshairs, Dragonstorm, but the rest are crap. I just reuse the same mold, and also Grimlock's a reuse of the same mold, which has already been used for Age of Extinction, which is pretty hilarious. Just absolutely hilarious. Hound's the new mold, but probably not interested in him. Skip through these. I'm not going to talk about these. These look like you stick the Allspark in their chest and they move, which is a neat concept, but I don't really need to go in depth with these guys. Nope. Robot Squeak. So I think that's all the last night reveals. Yeah, it is. Just got some like little one-step changes. Like you got this little Grimlock. Looks like Lockdown, Prime, Hound, Starscream. Don't know who this guy is. Little Grimlock, Sideswipe. Just little like blind packs, basically. So that's the last night stuff, and I'm gonna read the comments just for a second. I'm gonna stop sharing this to read some of the comments. So far we have no viewers, sadly. This is just a random stream, just talking about these figures that have just been released so far. So most of these comments are from X. No other comments so far. We have 1 like so far. So I think the stream's going all right. Not too bad. I'm just a random stream. So I'm going to share it again. Screen share. What? So done with the last night. So far, I'm going to quickly skim over the Titans Returns. So, because I was briefly on the stream of TFA 1024's TFTC stream, and we did talk about these guys. Now, this is from a from a multiple pack from a set. This one's from Chaos on Velocitron set, which comes with Quick Switch, Nautica, Fastlane, and Optimus Prime, and Rodimus. So I believe this is Quick Switch, or no, that's not Quick Switch. So just my mind's kind of going places, but this is Fastlane. I think Fastlane's it's a repaint. I think I don't know, but he has like a T on his head, and I'm not really sure about Fastlane or a few of these figures. Nice robot. And we got Nautica, which is a light purple, and it's a repaint of Blur. And I just realized that Nautica has a head similar to Tide's Return Rodimus. But at the same time, I wish we had a little bit of her own mold. She needs her own time to shine. She needs her own time to shine. But it's good we're getting an Nautica figure. I don't know too much about... Oh, excuse me. I don't really know too much about Nautica. As in her character. I haven't really read the comics much, but... Don't really know much about Nautica, so interested to know if we get a new mold of this gal, and to see if Hasbro actually does it. Apparently she's like a submarine, apparently, or I think. Again, I'm not too familiar with Nautica. But apparently she has the incorrect color scheme. I think this purple was like a darker purple, I think. I don't know. I think... I might need to quickly look up images of Nautica. Just give me a sec. Also, I hope the noise in the background, hope it doesn't come up in stream. I'm not sure. Nautica. Here we go. Nautica. Let me look at her appearance, the comics. Yeah, she does have a much deeper purple in the comics, and also has that yellow and a little bit more of a gray as well. But also her appearance has like the wing, the turbo blades or wing blade things. Apparently they're more like on a coming from her back more than on her shoulders, which again, that's a little bit inaccurate. So maybe they do a Nautica figure. If you're a huge mega fan of the IDW version of Nautica, then you can pick that up. I guess I can see why they picked this mode. I'm looking at an image of her alt mode, and I can see why they chose this, because it's similar to her alt mode. But at the same time, I wish they had a different mold for her, like a new mold. So that's my thoughts on Nautica. Now looking at an image of her, now I can see why James Puza Animations didn't like this gal, and I can tell. Next up, we have Generation 2, the Generation 2 style Laser Optimus Prime repaint. Now, it's in the style of Generation 2, but here's the thing. If they do a repaint of this into Scourge or Scourge, make him black like in the old Robots in the Skies, car robots, then I'll pick this mold up. But this one, I went further ahead, but if they do this in Scourge, I'll definitely get this. But for this, not really interested. Probably the box set I'm not really hugely interested in, because this is a one box set. But I do like the stickers on here, and also stickers, a bit iffy with stickers, bit in between with stickers. Also, this is Quick Switch, which has an old Generation 1 toy feel. I mean, I think this is him in Generation 1, but just looks kind of dated a little bit. So that's the box set art back there, which is a nice box art. So let's go to the other box set. We have Tidal Wave, which he actually looks quite good. I like the colors, the purple, the gray, the orange. He looks really, really cool. And also has that Decepticon symbol in the middle, just like in the Armada. Also like the little aeroplanes in the battleship mode, which is kind of cool. And especially how you got like this Titan Master here, and you got like the little planes here. Like, it's a giant, which is pretty hilarious. Tidal Wave. I would pick up this box set for that, but we got other figures. I think this is, hold on for a second. This is Pounce. So I'm not familiar with Pounce, but Pounce looks alright. Looks pretty good. I think it's a repaint. I think of an older figure, but I'm not really sure what figure can. Does anyone know what this figure's a repaint of, or is it a new mold? I know. But also has an appropriate Decepticon symbol on his crotch, which I just. He knows he's a Decepticon. He just has it on his crotch. Or it could be a belt. I don't care. It could be a belt. But Pants looks alright. Looks okay, I have to say. Then we got Metal Hawk. I probably might just get this because I already have Trigger Happy. Yeah, Trigger Happy. And I love the mold, so nice colors. And also he resembles an X-Wing for me, so Metal Hawk looks pretty good, I have to say. Like the nice shiny colors that he has. I mean, I don't like how the guns are painted like this bright red, but maybe we'll paint it up. So maybe. And also, skipping images here, we got the Japanese version of Headmaster Prime. Also back here, I think this is the Headmaster of Thunderwing, I think. But we got the Headmaster Prime, or the Japanese version of Headmaster Prime, in this box set. Interesting that they took the Kara version and they just put it in here, which they don't. Which of Hasbro, they don't do it all the time. This is also, it's also known as Magnus Prime. Just looking up the top there, Magnus Prime, also known as Gira. I hope I'm saying that right. Prime looks alright, pretty cool. I think I might get this box set maybe just for him, just to have a Power Master Prime, I think. But Gyra Prime looks awesome. I think that's why they did that, because the Hasbro version wasn't really the best. Has the remodeled chest and legs and everything. Across the road we have, oh my god, across the road someone's sawing off something, so I apologize if that sound gets into like the audio. I do apologize, but I can hear it across the road. But we have Wingblade because we haven't had enough Wingblades yet, so Wingblade, she looks much better. I'll be picking this up just because I don't have the original Wingblade. So I think this will be a better version of Wingblade. She looks much more thinner and much more refined. And also she's a headmaster, so yay. Also Perceptor in the background I really want. I really want Perceptor. We have Top Spin and Twin Twist. This is a must. Do I really need to talk about these two? Because these are a must for me. Also, Perceptor, I want you. Totally want you. Cup. I think I mentioned Cup, but Cup I really want. Also, for these guys, we have Blitz Wing. Finally have a cool, awesome version of Blitz Wing. I didn't have the Generations. I definitely want this so very much, because the only Blitzwing I have is the animated Blitzwing, which is sad. Just really, really sad. But it'd be cool to have another Blitzwing, to have a new version of Blitzwing. So how long has the stream been going for? Looks like it's been going for 14 minutes so far. just according to the stream. So it's really cool. So I really want this Blitz Wing so bad. He looks so cool. Love the look of this figure. I know it's essentially a Megatron repaint, but I don't care. I want him. And Six Shot, I want you so bad. I always wanted a Six Shot. And Overlord. Same with Overlord. Always wanted an Overlord. Especially after reading the Last Stand of the Wreckers comics. Which, Last Stand of the Wreckers is just... It's my favorite comic series, Last Stand of the Wreckers. I just enjoyed reading it the first time. I was just like, holy shit, this is awesome. And now to finally have an Overlord that is pretty much a Generation 1, but looks Last Stand of the Wreckers-ish, is really cool to have. I really want you, Overlord. Skip you over. It has tank mode and a jet, which even wants Sky Shadow. So 2017 is going to be broke. Pretty much broke 17, the brokest year, because there's quite a few movies I want to see, like Lego Batman, Last Night, Pirates of the Caribbean, Spider-Man, of course, and Star Wars. But also we got some figures like this. It's just I'm going to be broke 2017, to be honest. Octane, finally have a new version of Octane, which doesn't have the giant claws. If I go to Google, if I just search up Transformers Octane. See if I can find an image of... Yeah, there it is. So this is the classics Octane. He has that ridiculous looking weapon. And I don't even know what that's supposed to be. It looks like a mousetrap for some reason, but just an overall improvement. Look at this. This is that version, and this is this version. Just amazing. HR31, I don't know what that means. I think it must mean something. You love the detail. And also it's on this vehicle mode as well, which is odd. I don't know if that's in the final toy. Also, we got to talk about Sea Spray. Sea Spray. The only version of Sea Spray I have is the Hunt for the Decepticons version. While it's an awesome figure, I would like to have a Generation 1 looking Sea Spray. And apparently this one's a repaint of Brawn, which in itself, he looks really cool for being a repaint remold, which I like. Also, the hovercraft mode looks really cool. I definitely want Hasbro to make more mini bots. Come on, Hasbro, do it. And also, this is gonna... Also, we have Cosmo again, which is... I want both of those. Really cool. We got Ram Horn. Oh, quick look at Titan Master Ram Horn, which comes with Blaster. I don't care if he's a cassette. He looks cool. So we got more Quick Switch. Let's see. I think I went over all the stuff in this page. I think I did. Oh, there's the Titan Headmaster Thunder Wing. I think I just talked about or briefly skimmed over. So yeah, that's the Titans Return Toy Fair display. What else I can talk about? Oh, I can talk about Trypticon. Trypticon. Very much his displayed image, but I want to look at his robot mode because I was the one who voted for Trypticon to become a Titan figure, and finally good to see a new Trypticon. I mean, I would like to see a War for Cybertron Titan Trypticon, but at the same time, I'm just glad we have a Titan Trypticon of this scale. Give someone Metroflex to fight with. Come on. And now he's finally here in our possession. Or not in my possession yet, because he hasn't been released, but good to have him. Also, speaking of what was I gonna say? speaking of Wolf Cybertron Trypticon, Planet X's version of Trypticon. If I just go into my Google, Planet X. Oh, I don't know. I can't spell. Oh, crap. Planet X Trypticon. Cobb. It's a keyboard. Was that all right? Look at it. It's a thing. It's third party Planet X's Trypticon or Apocalypse. He looks really cool. And I did see an image where you did get a box set which was like half of Trypticon. I don't know if that's real, if you just pay for like one half of Trypticon, and I think it was like a Facebook page posting showing off, but that's a prototype image of third parties Planet X Trypticon. I don't care which one I'm buying. I'm just glad to have a that's the page, but I'm just glad to finally have an image of Trypticon Generation 1, a remake of it. It's just glad to have it. So I want Trypticon because I have Metroplex and Fortress Maximus. It'd be good to have a Trypticon. Just thinking what else I could talk about. I think I missed out on. Oh, I didn't talk about a certain Bumblebee. No, that's not what I talk about. I think the official images, I think, has Bumblebee. Just give me a second. Stop sharing for a moment. Wow, I'm glad that the stream is going well, as in the quality of it. Is the quality good? Because I think it's going well. Just on my iPad alone, it's going really, really well. I'm glad, because I tried live streaming in the past and it didn't exactly go to plan. It just kind of messed up. Okay, this is the Bumblebee I want to talk about. This guy is a much welcome improved. Apparently this is a remold of the Dark of the Moon Turbo Bumblebee, but at the same time I may even see like elements from the Hunt for the Decepticons one, maybe in the legs a little bit, but I'm glad this is a thing. This is a much better Bumblebee than the $2 store version of him, the one that looks unpainted as hell. I'm glad we have this version. This one's sexy. This one's just awesome. Also, I didn't show you a better look at Squeak's robot mode. Download. There's Squeak's bot mode. Like how he's packing, the small little robots packing. And looks like that base mode just folds out into an engineering station, which is looking... I'm liking it. So far... Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of a like overall thoughts on both toy lines. The Last Night really impressed. I think they're going back to quality again. In Age of Extinction and Dark of the Moon were just kind of meh. Those two lines do have their standouts. Sure, Age of Extinction had Invasion Mode Prime. AoE Scorn. Dark of the Moon had Dark of the Moon Voyage of Megatron, and had Jetwing Prime, Leader Ironhide, in my opinion, and the Wreckers, as well as Leadfoot and Q/Wheeljack. That will never release. God damn it! But with The Last Night, I'm glad to see that they're going back to quality again. And yeah, there are a few stinkers in my opinion, like Drift. I'm not really sure if I want that, or maybe the Dinobots. I'm not really sure, but they're really nicely painted though, so maybe. But the rest of these new figures, like the both Megatrons, the Bumblebee, the Hounds, and the Scorn, look really, really cool, and for me, a must buy. The Titans Return figures, I really like most of the figures. Definitely picking up Wingblade. May pick up that box set, maybe for the Prime. Probably not the other box set because I don't think that I'm interested in that one. But definitely picking up Sea Spray and Cosmos, Trypticon definitely, and also as well as the triple changes like Overload. No, Overlord. Damn it. Sorry, I'm just not with it today. But Overlord, Blitz Wing, Octane, Sky Shadow or Black Shadow, definite for me. Just a definite for me. So that's my thoughts on the Last Night and Titans Return. I'm gonna quickly have a look at the Wonderfest. Just a few ones like Megatron. I think this is the Dakara Megatron from Last Night. Oh my god, he even has a nicer color scheme into Katara. So already a few of the statues. That's the movie Masterpiece Bumblebee. But there's a certain figure for their from their movie The Best line, which I don't think is here, but it's Megatron. It's Revenge of the Fallen Megatron, which I really want. I mean, it's like the repaint of the Voyager Revenge of the Fallen Megatron, which now with that color scheme, it has like a silver and gold color scheme, which looks awesome, which makes me like really, really want it now. So don't think he's here, but not in this image line, but he's definitely a part of the movie The Best line. So just thinking what else to talk about. Of course, you got Robots in the Skies, the new Combiner Force line. I'm not going to go too in-depth with these, but you got like ones like Galvatronus, Menasor. Galvatronus, we have a couple new characters like Cyberwarp, Cyclonus, Skyjack, Treadshock. We got guys from Menasor, Drag Strip. This is a new bot called Heatseeker. And we got Riot Gear, Sashmark, Wild Break, not Wild Rider, because who needs Wild Rider? That's Menasor. I'm interested to see how it plays out in the actual show in Season 3, 4, 2.5, whatever you call it. But I'm still calling it Season 3, but I don't think I want this. It doesn't really look appealing. It looks like it's Power Core Combiners again. That's what it reminds me of. And we have Ultra Bee. Like really creative name for this. Ultra Bee. Not BMS, not Beatron, just Ultra Bee. That's it. And I'm interested to see how this plays out in the actual show, but the toys I'm probably not going to get. I'm not really interested. It just seemed gimmicky. Rescue Bots I don't want to talk about because I don't give a crap about Rescue Bots anymore at the moment. So I think that's really all I talk about, or I'm going to talk about in the new reveals of The Last Night, in terms of The Last Night and Titans Return. I think I covered everything. I did briefly cover some of the stuff at the Transformers Addicts live stream, or TFA 1024, briefly, but I'm going a little bit more in depth with this. What was it? I don't think it's here, but if you saw the Power of the Primes, if you saw the Power of the Primes voting, it's apparently who won. I think apparently Mr. Optimus Prime won. Like, oh my god. I didn't think he would win. I think Ultra Magnus should have won, which is quite sad, but at the same time, we do have to find a winner, and that's basically Ultra Magnus. For some reason, the stream has cut off. Like, it didn't do the intro for some reason. Like, I talked about the Last Night figures for some reason. It just cut off. I have no idea, but I definitely talked about the Last Night figures, what I thought about them, so So let's see how the stream's going. It's going well. Same comments. I have no idea, but oh god, it's okay. So few hours peak. I know what's going on, but I think that'll do for my stream. So anyway, this has been Dreadwing 2029. Giving my thoughts on the last night figures. Definitely a lot of figures I want to pick up, like Megatron, both Megatrons, the new Bumblebee, Hound, maybe some of the Dinobots, and maybe Voyager Prime. Probably not Drift, maybe Crosshairs. A couple of figures I really want for Titan's Return. Definitely Trypticon, Wingblade, Sea Spray, the triple changes, including Overlord. So if you like the stream, please sure to give a like in the please sure to give a like in the like bar down below. And if you like my channel's content, please subscribe. I definitely want to branch out and do different things with the channel. So anyway, this has been Dreadwing 2029. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please stay tuned for more. All right, see you guys later.